Exclusive new details in the death of award-winning journalist Michael Hastings. The FBI said that Hastings was never under investigation despite the journalist's apparent concerns that he was the target of a federal probe. The 33-year-old was killed in a fiery one-vehicle crash early Tuesday morning in Hancock Park. Hastings is best known for a 2010 magazine article that led to the resignation of General Stanley McChrystal, who was the former U.S. and NATO forces commander in Afghanistan.
Describe what we're seeing here, Kim.
Okay, what we see is a car going across the screen. You're going to see 3 explosions at the very end. Now, if you were to slow the tape down, you'd see about the 14-second mark. The car has a pre-explosion, it almost looks like, and then you see the lights completely go out of the vehicle. Then you see the car turn slightly right, and then after that you see the 3 explosions, and one's the horizontal. The first one is most likely a normal explosion, but what investigators have told me through discussions and looking at the video and over and over said the second and third explosions aren't indicative of a normal car accident.
We would all like to believe in a world full of secrets and data liberation for the greater good would all be exciting, and films would lead us to believe that. This, however, couldn't be further than the truth. Watching your back, feeling paranoid, counting the seconds until something happens is not a pleasant way to live, especially in the wave of new smart technologies. They open us up to a limitless amount of threats from individuals who have the necessary capabilities to carry out such a threat. With this in mind, newly released documents obtained by Wikileaks reveal that the Central Intelligence Agency explored hacking the control systems of modern vehicles, potentially to carry out undetectable assassinations. The Whistleblower Initiative has leaked 8,761 files from an isolated high-security network situated inside the CIA's Center of Cyber Intelligence in Langley, Virginia. One of the documents released as part of the Vault 7 dump relates to the CIA's interest in hijacking computerized control systems that are used in modern cars and modern trucks. As of October 2014, the CIA was also looking at infecting the vehicle's control systems used by modern cars and trucks, and the purpose of such control is not specified but would permit the CIA to engage in nearly undetectable assassinations, writes Wikileaks.
That's crazy.
I'm going to tell the car that there's something behind you and you need to stop, and so it'll stop.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Fuck. Holy shit.
So that's it.
So you essentially just can screw around with whatever you want.
You can do a lot of things. There's some limits on what you can do, but you can affect the braking and the steering.
Is there ever a scenario where you think a hacker could get access to a vulnerability in a car just like this with a million cars just to be turned off?
I could have done that.
After the death of journalist Michael Hastings in 2013, who contacted Wikileaks just hours before his death to inform them that he was under FBI investigation, speculation swirled as to whether his apparent high-speed car crash in Hancock Park area of LA was actually a targeted assassination. The Hastings sent an email hours before his death saying that he was onto a big story and he needed to go off the radar for a bit. It later emerged that the story was likely to have been an expose of the CIA of some sort. Friends and colleagues confirmed that the journalist was very paranoid about being under government surveillance and had received death threats in the past. A separate close friend of Hastings also told InfoWars that the journalist's home was visited by agents from an unnamed federal agency a day before his death. Former US National Coordinator for Security, Infrastructure Protection and Counter-Terrorism Richard Clarke subsequently went on the record to remark that the crash involving Hastings was consistent with a car cyber attack. Clarke, whilst being interviewed by the Huffington Post, stated what has been revealed as a result of some research at universities is that it is relatively easy to hack your way into the control system of a car, and to do such things as cause acceleration when the driver does not want acceleration, or to throw on the brakes when the driver does not want the brakes on, or to launch an airbag. You can do some really highly destructive things now. Through hacking a car, it's not very hard. Elsewhere in the documents released by Wikileaks, it's been revealed that the CIA has been active in hacking microphones on computers, smartphones and TVs in order to listen in on conversations of the user And with the advent of Amazon Echo in the home and 4G internet connectivity in cars as a few examples, it's only a matter of time before the exploits start to surface. And as for the Michael Hastings crash, it could very well have been an accident. Just watch what you say, guys.
It's going to be the GC. No problem. Chain off here. Training code 6 miles in Highland.